African savanna is not fair. It never has been. Yet, it operates under a code. This code dictates that no species created it, but everyone must learn to survive. The savanna rewards those who learn and know how to pass on what they have mastered. You have just witnessed 3 laws of the African savanna, starting with the law of boundaries. Kenya's Mara River is where the African lion and Nile crocodile share hunting grounds. They share without moving against each other, knowing exactly where the line is drawn. This boundary is more durable than any treaty, carved by evolutionary pressure, not conscious decision. One African buffalo is no stronger than one African lion, but 200 is always greater than 1. In every ecosystem, at all times, no species calls the shots. Everyone just has to learn. 3 laws are written in nature's clearest language. These laws are woven from sacrifice and wisdom, passed down from one generation to the next. Sheer strength alone does not cut it on the savanna. Learning and mastery are key. You have just witnessed the 3 laws of the African savanna. The law of boundaries. Kenya's Mara River is where the African lion and Nile crocodile share hunting grounds. Both predators know exactly where the line is drawn, respecting the natural boundaries. This is the law of the majority, seen in Akagera, Rwanda. An organized collective outmatches any single apex predator, ensuring their survival against threats. Here, 200 African buffaloes surrounded a lioness and her cub, demonstrating collective power. This is the law of breakthrough, where 5 young lions achieved the impossible. They lacked the setbacks that would make them hesitate, driven by pure instinct and courage. 3 lands, 3 laws, 1 species records it all through sacrifice and wisdom. This is the African savanna, where the journey of survival unfolds daily. Survival is driven by knowledge, accumulated and passed down through every generation. Survival of the fittest, by Darwin's true definition, is not about the strongest. It's about the most adaptable, the fastest learner, passing the torch to the next generation. If this episode showed you something new, share it right away. The African savanna writes these laws every single day, and few are watching. Subscribe so you do not miss the next full episode. The savanna is far from closing the book. The savanna predators are not done with their lessons. Every dawn is a new battle. Dawn had just touched the tips of the acacia trees across the savanna. But beneath the amber sky, as it darkened, the hunt had already begun. In the tall grass to the west, golden shadows moved silently. They pressed forward without making a single sound, patient and coordinated. They were more patient, more rhythmically coordinated, understanding the truth of the savanna. Patience is the line determining a full feast or a prolonged hunger for predators. One lioness lowered herself, belly pressed flat against the ground, observing the hippos. Watching and waiting, another lioness moved as a decoy, spreading wide on both flanks. Just enough to draw a young animal into a moment of curiosity, dropping its guard. Watch this. The lead lioness burst out of the tall grass, initiating chaos. What followed were a few seconds of pure chaos, dust exploding in a blinding cloud. Roars tore through the silence as the entire pride surged in, tearing at their prize. Before the hunt, one creature had been silently watching everything from start to finish. On the branches of the trees, a fortress of darkness, beyond the reach of any lion. A troop of baboons had long been awake, their eyes sweeping across the savanna from above. The alpha male, weighing over 36 kilograms, stood on the highest rock outcrop. His canines were as long as those of a leopard, yet not his most formidable weapon.
Intelligence was truly extraordinary. Facial recognition, political alliances, and social strategies.
Baboons possess intelligence equivalent to a human 3-year-old, a Machiavellian mind. A sharp bark split the dawn, an alarm call reserved exclusively for lions. Baboons have distinct alarm calls, one for leopard, another for eagle, and yet another for snake. Each predator has a unique acoustic frequency, and the entire savanna instantly listens. Antelopes stop grazing, ostriches raise their heads, zebras rotate their ears. A cascade effect spreads. A single call activates thousands of survival reflexes. When baboons issue an alarm call, no creature on the ground dares ignore it. But today, the warning arrived too late for the oryx herd to the west. They had fallen beneath the claws of lions, a few hundred meters away. A herd of African ostriches was foraging right next to another antelope herd. This group was significantly safer due to the closeness between the two species. This was a sensory alliance, a silent pact honed by evolution over millions of years. The ostrich possesses eyes up to 5 centimeters in diameter, larger than its own brain. It holds a Guinness World Record for the largest eyes of any land animal on Earth. From its elevated vantage point at nearly 2.7 meters, the ostrich functions as a mobile watchtower. Each eye is 5 times more acute than the human eye, scanning every movement. But eyes larger than the brain mean they see everything, but comprehend very little. Ostrich detects movement but cannot analyze the nature of the threat.
Reaching maximum speed of nearly 72 kilometers per hour, it's the fastest two-legged creature.
With great strides, yet fleeing remains their last resort. They form a surveillance network, through which no frequency, no movement can pass undetected. A myth persists about ostriches. People believe ostriches bury their heads in sand, but this is the oldest fabrication in natural history. They lower their heads to the ground only to reduce their profile and avoid detection, or to turn eggs inside the nest. Sounds of sovereignty are an invitation to challenge. A howl echoed from far away. Then a wild, spine-chilling laughter followed. A sound no one can ever forget. A piercing shriek was rising from the savannah. A clan of spotted hyenas was converging from every direction, led by the largest female. In an absolutely matriarchal society, this is what most people get wrong. Spotted hyenas are not scavengers. They hunt 60 to 95% of their own food. They are the most enduringly efficient hunters across all of Africa. Here is the more astonishing truth. Lions regularly steal food from hyenas. The hyena clan wanted to reclaim what was theirs from the male lion. They surrounded a male lion feeding on a carcass, a muscle mass of 181 kilograms. The male lion dominated them completely in physical form, showing no fear. Hyenas understood one law of survival: never confront a healthy male lion head-on. Regardless of their numbers, their tactic was harassment and patience, waiting for an opportunity. The hyena clan surged in within seconds, powerful jaws working efficiently, processing the meal. Clearing every last scrap in just a few short minutes, nothing is wasted on the savannah. Patience had defeated raw strength, at least for today, as the hyenas finished their meal. Bones remained shattered where they lay. The savannah fell silent once more, but the ground did not. A seismic tremor moved through the earth, at a frequency below human hearing. Not an earthquake, not thunder. It was the call of the African elephant. The elephant herd crossed the grassland, each step pressing over 6 tons into the earth, generating seismic waves that travel over 16 kilometers through rock and soil. The elephant's feet receive these vibrations. Seismic communication is a language that took humans decades to discover. The matriarch leads the herd. The matriarch is the living memory of an entire family, guiding their survival. Like hyenas, elephant society follows strict matriarchal order, but power here is from memory. The elephant's feet receive these vibrations. Seismic communication is a language. In years of devastating drought, the herd's survival depends on her memory. The trunk is perhaps the most extraordinary organ evolution has ever created. It contains over 40,000 muscle bundles within a single structure, unlike humans. The elephant herd passed through, transforming the savannah in the most literal sense. They knocked down trees, cleared pathways, and dug water holes for other species. The greatest architects of Africa, no creature dares block their path, not even the lion. Dozens of other species depend upon these architects, who shape the savanna. Not a single living creature dares block their path, not even a lion. On the savanna, every dawn is a new battle. Every creature is a weapon and target. A language that took humans decades to discover. The matriarch leads the herd.